Glowy, smooth, hydrated, healthy looking skin. Isn't that what we all want? One of the best ingredients to help you get that is hyaluronic acid. But it seems like this ingredient is everywhere, and I've seen a lot of confusing messages about it and how you're supposed to apply it. So today I want to simplify all that down and use hyaluronic acid in a super easy 3-step routine that we can go through together. I'll show you the best way to apply hyaluronic acid as well as what not to do so you can get the most out of your hyaluronic acid serums. I'll be using the new Burst Moisture Maker Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Serum today. I'm super excited for you guys to see the before and after because it is dramatic. Let's thank Burst for sponsoring this video. Yay! Let's go. Before we get into how to apply it, let's see if I can quickly break down what hyaluronic acid is, how it works, and why it's great for your skin in less than 60 seconds. Okay, start the timer. Did you know the average 150 pound, 70 kilogram person has roughly 15 grams of hyaluronic acid, aka hyaluron, in their body, and half of it is in your skin. Hyaluronic acid helps maintain our skin's internal moisture balance. It's critical for cellular communication, skin regeneration, and barrier function. It traps water molecules and pushes them into the skin cells. Cells on the surface of our skin soak in this moisture and swell in size. This swelling helps seal gaps that form when older cells dry out, which improves our skin barrier function. These hydrated cells can give your skin a much smoother and glowier look. They can also minimize the look of fine lines and wrinkles as they swell. It's great for all skin types, but especially dehydrated skin. Fun fact, hyaluronic acid is a huge molecule, so what's in your skincare is usually a derivative or salt form, making it easier to formulate with. Did I make it? I think I did. I definitely did. Let's head over to the bathroom so I can show you guys how I like to apply it to get the best results. How can you even tell if your skin's dehydrated? Okay, I want you to try this. So just pinch your cheeks gently. Does your skin wrinkle really easily instead of holding its shape? If you're nodding yes, then your skin's dehydrated. Some other signs are if it's feeling tight, it's not looking as glowy as it normally does, maybe your wrinkles look more exaggerated, or your dark circles are getting deeper. These could all be signs that your skin is just dehydrated. So my skin isn't too bad, but it's feeling a little bit tight and the area near my nose is a little bit wrinkly. Do you guys see that? So I could definitely do with a little bit of help. It's a good thing that we are gonna be building a super easy routine to go from dehydrated to glowy in 3 steps. The first step in your routine is to cleanse. Now that we are almost done, there's one thing you need to know, and that's don't dry your face after cleansing. The first mistake that people make is applying it on a dry face. Making sure your skin is still damp before you apply hyaluronic acid is super important. Remember that it's a humectant, so it attracts water? Well, you basically want to give it a close water source to attract from. What you don't want is for it to attract the water from deep within your skin because it will evaporate away easier and that will just leave your face drier than it was before, and that would completely defeat the purpose. A lot of serums do have water in them, so it's not the end of the world, but still, just in case. Step 2, hyaluronic acid serum. Before you apply, just check that your skin is still damp. Okay, I'm glad I did that because my skin feels pretty dry right now. I'm just gonna splash some water back onto my face. All right, so my skin is damp and we are ready for the Burst Moisture Maker Serum. I like to squeeze the dropper down a couple times to make sure that there's enough product in the dropper. The way I like to apply it is to drop 2 or 3 drops, 2, 3 into the palms of my hands, rub my palms together, and then just press it onto my face. I'm gonna focus on this nose area. That was where I was feeling really dehydrated during the pinch test. I've seen some people really slapping it into their skin, and I wouldn't recommend that application method because it looks like it hurts. Let's talk about application mistake number 2, which is using too much at one time. 2 to 3 drops is more than enough for your face. If your serum is feeling really sticky, it's pilling, or it feels really tacky, don't throw it out yet. It could just be that you're applying too much of it. Wait. Do you guys see how my skin is starting to look glowier already? Feels super lightweight too. It's not sticky at all. Ooh, it looks so good. We're also doing much better on that pinch test. There's like almost no wrinkling. I want to show you guys the texture of this one up close. You can see it running down. The hydration is pretty immediate. It just soaks right in. Do you see how glowy my skin is starting to look? There's no soapy texture to it. It absorbs so easily. It also feels so soft. Okay, I'm actually gonna apply it to my neck and chest area too. So Just wetting that area now. This serum has a hyaluronic acid complex, which basically means it's got different derivatives of hyaluronic acid in it. Since we love transparency, I asked first about the ingredient percentages. The hyaluronic acid complex is 1% of the formula. So we've talked about how hyaluronic acid attracts moisture and helps relieve that dehydration. And oh my god. Ooh, I'm not sure if you guys can see how dewy that looks. Other hero ingredients in here are polyglutamic acid 0.5% and snow mushroom extract 0.7%. Polyglutamic acid is similar to hyaluronic acid. It's a hydrating peptide that's also found in your body naturally and helps increase your skin's natural moisturization factor by binding and retaining moisture. It might even be 4 times better at doing that than hyaluronic acid. And snow mushroom extract is another humectant, so we are getting super hydrated here. I like that snow mushroom extract doesn't have a sticky texture like some other humectants. It'll also give you a nice slight antioxidant boost. Okay, I first thought, these hero ingredients only make up 2.2% of the whole formula, but when you actually look at the ingredient list, you can see that this has a ton of other humectants that they don't even highlight, like propanediol, panthenol, aka provitamin B5, as well as glycerin. So it's definitely hydrating on multiple levels. It's also fragrance-free, derm-tested, and sensitive skin friendly. You could do it morning or night, or even every day if you wanted to, and it's really great for all skin types. Let's move on to the last step, moisturizer. Don't skip this step, especially if you have dry skin. If you saw my slugging video, then you'll already know this, but one of the biggest mistakes I see people with dry skin make is skipping moisturizer. I know it's easy to think that hyaluronic acid serum is the same as a moisturizer because it's a hydrator, right? But they actually perform different functions and work really well together. Hyaluronic acid holds water in your skin, but the moisturizer is there to lock that moisture in and to keep it there. So if you want to get the most out of your serum, don't skip the moisturizer step. I'm gonna use the first Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. I like using it with the serum because I find that they pair together really well. It's also important that you don't mix up the steps, by the way. If you put hyaluronic acid on top of a sunscreen or a moisturizer, it's not going to work. It should go underneath. Okay, so my skin is looking really nice and dewy now. Ooh, that looks really good. Feeling a little bit extra today, so I'm gonna mix in some of the Mood Lighting drops. The good thing about hyaluronic acid is it can mix really well with other ingredients, whether you're layering over skincare or even makeup. A lot of people think makeup starts with primer or foundation, but I find that skincare prep makes the biggest difference to my makeup game, and it helps you start with a smooth canvas and just makes everything else so much easier. Hydration really helps with that. And voila, there you have it. My skin looks awesome. I'm really happy with that. I feel like it's super dewy. Let's try the Pinch Super Hydrated. If you want to pick up the new Burst Moisture Maker Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Serum, it's $19.99 at burstskin.com, and it'll also be at Target soon too. Okay, if this video was helpful, don't forget to give your girl a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you next time.